Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Principles of Marketing at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you some feedback on the chapters 8 and 9 activities that I graded earlier this week, and also give you some feedback on the midterm exam. I'm going to remind you about the semester project and then tell you what we've got coming up due for chapters 10 through 12 next week. Alright, so the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 8 and 9 activities earlier this week. You should have already gone in and looked at your grades for those activities. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do it as soon as possible. Make sure you look at not only your grade, but also any grading comments that I've included there. And just let me know if you have questions. Overall, most of you did well. Now, I did notice that a few of you seem to be not using your own words on the assignments and the discussions. And so what I've done is I've added some specific instructions in the assignments, the assignments that we'll do the rest of the semester. So, and I'll show you that in just a minute, but just make sure you're using your own words on the activities for this class. If you're not using your own words, then there is a chance that you're going to get caught doing that, and you're going to either get zeros or get some other more severe penalty for that. So don't take that chance. Go ahead and just take the time to make sure that you're doing the work yourself. It is a violation of the academic integrity policy of the college to use someone else's words as your own. So it's not really that difficult to take what you've learned from the resources and put the information into your own words. Okay? So, and most of you are doing that. Most of you are fine, but there are a few of you that are trying to find shortcuts and not doing things in the right way. Okay? If you have questions about that, just let me know. All right. Midterm exam. That closed Wednesday night. Most of you did well on that. I did go in and look at the grades for that yesterday. Looks like most of you did well. I will be opening up the midterm exam probably later today for review purposes. So kind of keep that in mind. You can go back and look at the questions that you missed and study those concepts for the final exam. Okay? All right. And then let's go to the activities page here. And right now we're on the end of week 8 of the semester. Okay? We just got a couple more days in this week. And we don't have anything else due this week, but we do have work due late next week, right before spring break. So you've got the chapters 10 through 12 assignment, test, and discussion all due by Saturday, March 22nd. Okay? Let me tell you a little bit about what's going to be covered in each one of those chapters. In chapter 10, we're going to be looking at product concepts. Remember, product is one of the 4 P's of marketing. It's one of the 4 parts of the marketing mix. And so, and it's normally going to be the starting point for developing your marketing mix, because you have to have a product before you can do any promotion or determine where how you're going to distribute the product and so forth, or price the product. And so we're going to be looking at the product concepts. So we're going to be looking at things like product lines and product mixes, branding, packaging, and product warranties. And then in chapter 11, we're going to kind of take what we've learned about the basics of product concepts and go a little bit more in detail. We're going to be looking at, for example, product development and management. We're going to be also looking at things like categories of new products, the new product development process, global issues in product development, and then finally product adoption and product life cycles. And then in chapter 12, we're going to be looking at the services portion of marketing. Of course, there are some businesses that are selling products or goods, and then there are others that are selling services. And so there's a little bit of difference in the way that you market services versus goods. And so that's what Chapter 12 is going to cover. So first thing you're going to learn about is some of the things that make services different from goods. One of the main things that's different is goods are tangible, things that you can see and feel and touch. On the other hand, services don't have those qualities. They're not tangible. So that's one of the main things. But you'll learn about some other things that are different about services and goods. Things that kind of differentiate those two. Then also in Chapter 12, we're going to learn about service quality. We're going to learn about marketing mixes for services, which are a little bit different again than when we look at goods. And then towards the end of the chapter, you'll learn about relationship marketing in services, and then also nonprofit organization marketing. All right? So that's chapters 10 through 12. So again, you've got the assignment, test, and discussion all due by Saturday, March 22nd. Again, I want to remind you, make sure that you're using your own words on these activities, okay? I'm going to be looking at it very closely, so make sure that you're using your own words, okay? If you have any questions about that, just let me know. All right, the only other thing I need to tell you about is, actually a couple more things. One thing is the semester project. That's under week 14 of the semester. Now, you might think, well, you've still got quite a bit of time to work on that, but you got to think about spring break is the week after next, and so if you really think about it, there's not a whole lot of time. If you take spring break out of the equation, which most of you are probably not going to want to do much during spring break, then really we don't have much time left to be getting that semester project worked on and get it finished before it's due by April 22nd. So you should already have quite a bit of work done on it. If you haven't done much with it, I would definitely get started this week and work on it next week. At least get quite a bit done before spring break, so that you're not trying to, cram it all the work into just the last week or two before it's due, okay? Because you're probably not going to do well if you try to just rush through it, okay? And as you're working on the semester project, just let me know if you have any questions at all. All right. The last thing I need to tell you about is the midterm grades. I did post those yesterday. So if you haven't already gone in and looked at your midterm grades, go ahead and do that. Let me know if you have any questions about your grade. It shouldn't be a surprise, but if it is, just let me know and we'll look at it, okay? And that's really all I have for you for today. So, like I said, let me know if you have questions. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy your spring break. Of course, we've got our next set of activities due before spring break, but it'll probably be after spring break before I actually talk to you again on a video. So anyway, enjoy the next couple of weeks and let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you.